Hi, welcome back. Aurum here. Today we continue our playthrough in Wuthering Wave version 3.1 for those who walk in snow. As you can see here, I'm in this screen. Basically, I recorded this immediately after the last video. I cut that video because it's been more than an hour. I forgot to skip. Instead of just end my video there, I decided to move to this room. So we start here now. Anyway, let's do a bit of recap. Last time, we uh, a lot of things happen. So we continuing the talk with Luuk. We'll discover the multiple overseer, the new overseer. One of them, three of them, in fact, was Hydra, the code name Hydra, code name Siren, and code name Chashiki Warashi. I don't think an architect one of those three, which means it's its own thing. But that's all, I guess. And about the pen, I don't know if the pen is so. Okay, I need to skip anyway. So at the end here, I cannot skip. Anyway, let's moving on. That's all the end. The whole thing about Luke Pass, about why he become who he is, the one why we call him to be an undercover agent inside Lahai-Roi Academy, Star Touch Academy. And that's all pretty much. And after that scene, we playing from Luke perspective. We meet with Lucilla. This is probably foreshadow for future chapter because we talk with, Luke talked with Lucilla and told her about Fraxidus' plan, I guess. So this is something in the future, probably during Lucilla banner in 3.3, because the next one is Sigrika, which probably something else, maybe. Anyway, after the scene with Sigrika, we found out that Nifora question mark has been kidnapped. So, this is the thing I keep saying, the summary. The kidnapping is actually happening right now. And one who kidnapped her is Warren, of all people. Of all the Fraxidus the only Fraxidus we know, I guess, is Warren, but anyway, moving on. We following that, not we following, uh, who was it? I think Nana. Is it Nana? I think, I remember who was that suggests that, I think it was Nana, that Warren lead Niforat into the Sky Arc space station. And so I leave there with Lucilla stuff done. We go to the Space Arc space station and then move around a bit until we end up in this data center. And after that, we do a fight, Warren out, and it turned out that Nifora is not Nifora, who I have thought. And I theorized there before the reveal that what if Nifora is Grand Architect, which it is Grand Architect. What I didn't know was that even the Nifora we meet in the Frostland was in fact Grand Architect. Now my question is, what about the first Nifora we saw in the classroom with Sigrika? Is that also a Grand Architect? The only thing, Luke didn't say anything about that, so we don't know yet. I guess, I don't know if Luke will ever told us that that Nifora always been Grand Architect. Because if I remember at the end of 3.0, the character that was Anslam, right? He saw himself. It was Grand Architect. So just because Grand Architect pretending to be someone doesn't mean that the one he using camouflage of is die or never exist, right? So I assume the Nifora we saw in the beginning with Sigrika there, that was the real Nifora. Hopefully, because she has Tacit Mark, so I think she playable. Usually the character that is not playable. But let's back my question. That's the second question. We see in the Sigrika in the infirmary with, I mean, she was talking with Luuk, I guess. We never really see her talking with Nivora. So I don't know if Sigrika knew about that Nivora, or we will see that when we see the Sigrika next. Maybe just coincidentally, it will be the next patch, I think. I don't know, maybe we're gonna see her right now after this. Moving on, during the whole dialogue, Nivora, aka the Grand Architect, I will call her Grand Architect. I don't know, should I address Grand Architect as her, or him, or it, or they? I don't know. Grand Architect, I just call Grand Architect. So Grand Architect told us that there are another spy. I think there's not just one, there are multiple spy, I think, in Lahai-Roi. Makes sense. Praxidos has been in Lahai-Roi for a while, so obviously it's not just Warren. And then this one, however, pretending to be student. So, and this one is not Grand Architect apparently. So someone else, but student, just like Warren and not Warren. Who else from Royan? Ingvar, even though Ingvar technically not really a Fraxidus, it's just that Warren promising Ingvar to have a new life in New Federation, Exactly the same thing as Warren, I guess. Anyway, yeah. We're gonna and then they're gonna do something during the new the new solar celebration, which is the thing that we talk about with Mornye back then in Act 2. So we're gonna see that in 3.2, the lunar thing, the one with Sigrika, which makes sense. I guess the Solis skin, Solis, sun, not lunar, sun, solar. Anyway, that's all about recap. Right now we're in this room. I don't know what we're gonna find out. This is directly after, which means everything that I said that I wanna check will not happen here. Probably next video. So yeah, that's all. Recap. Now let's moving on. Continuing story. Let's go. The same letter as the one with the pen, right? Oh, never mind.
初めてここに来たとき、東映システムで出てきた天空海プロジェクトの担当者のことを。
The one with the Chinese name, or
春季教授。
yes.
ああ、彼は講演中、当時プロジェクトに新しく。
I guess everyone is Chinese name in this research. I forgot. Yes, Wei Ying.
その学者が話をする前に東映は中断された。
Yes, the one, Wei Ying. I talking about this during the introduction. It's a good cut. Who is this Wei Ying? So?
実はさっき、システムで彼女の資料を見つけてね。
Wei Ying?
その名前は、あのペンに刻まれた文字と完全に一致している。
Don't tell me Grand Architect is Wei Ying. So he also been any random guy throughout his story. That's why Manyface can be anyone in any time.
記録によると、あの学者が参加してから資金問題で行き詰まっていた天空海プロジェクトがすごい勢いで再開されたらしい。
This was old, long time ago.
彼女の介入はプロジェクトに対する測定の判断すら
Yes, it's a fancy.
しかし、その人物の詳細な情報、例えば出身地や就職先。
How do you know so much about her now that we talk about Wei Ying?
どうやらその人もフラクト施設の組織長に身分を取られたようだな。
そうだろうね。自身の身分を絶えず変え続け、千の顔を持つ者。
There's a chance, Rover, you actually know Fraxidos back in the day. The problem is, you lost your memory. You purposely lost your own memory. So I don't know why. I still don't know the reason why we forget. I mean, again, I keep saying this. I'm gonna check. I wanna check the dialogue between ourselves back then in Black Shore. That's the one I wanna check.
宇
Later.
宙ステーションに残された資料から考えて、ミエはスカイアークにいた頃から測定や天空海の研究に興味があったらしいね。それ
Okay.
も彼女がスカイアークに入った理由の一つなのかもしれない。
So is Grass Attack a he or she? I don't know.
宇宙果てしない星々の向こうには何があるのかな。
I remember Nifura said that, but with different dialect when we first talked with her, you know,
ニボラは
back then.
それが知りたいんだ。
You just using different voice. We thinking her as a different
あ
person
の
now.
映像、いや、説明する必要はない。君のことを知る人は少なければ少ないほどいいからね。
Yes, the footage.
ただ思うんだ。もしかしたら偶然などではないと。彼女の目的が君に関係しているとしたら、警戒を強めた方がいい。
Who, we, I mean, he, her, him, architect.
俺が遥か遠い位置からソラリスに来た始まりの場所が天空海なのかもしれない。
Maybe, but I don't think so. You said it yourself, it could be something even further in the past because it's, you know, the memory thing. Not to mention, we technically come with Sentinel, right? And Exos Rider, so it's probably older than that. Maybe.
ミエは星を追い尽くす前から天空海に興味を持っていた。それを通して彼女はもっと遠い場所へ行こうとしてるからか。ああ、そうするよ。彼女のことだ。いずれ会うだろう。
Why are you saying her as her? I wanna Glaciatic to be a him. Call him Charon.
現れるたびに情報が手に入る。遊びが好きなら少なくともルールは守ってくれるはずだ。
By the way, this one person we saw beside Nifora and Glaciatic and devoted follower thing, the little kid. Who was her? Did we see her before? The little, I forgot the name.
出なければすぐに退屈するだろうからな。
その通りだね。それに、前に私が言った通り、美学や望みは人の本性をさらけ出す。フラクトシデスがソラリスに設置したアジトは一つだけではない。
Mm-hmm.
彼らに興味や恨みを持つ者も私だけではない。組織長が水の中の月のようにつかみどころがない理由は、そもそも一個人として存在しないからだった。
What I mean? Yeah, before, until now, yes. But this time, she or Glaciatic become someone who actually still alive. Like Anselm, maybe Nifora as well. I don't know if Nifora a thing.
けれど、遥か宇宙のものに興味を持っているという手がかりがあれば、彼女の痕跡を見つけられるはず。
Why are you calling her her? Why calling him her? Glaciatic is it, I guess. I don't know.
それと、組織長が測定にも興味を示した以上、
That's the name.
無臭で
Mengzo,
何か見つかるかもしれない。
Mengzo. Is it Mengzo? I feel like it's not Mengzo. It's Ming Ting. Yes. The one where Q1 come from, Ming Ting. So what is Mengzo? Another city in Guanglong, I presume.
ムシュは測定と関係してるのか。
Okay, maybe because of course Avante. Why am I saying that? Yeah, I guess.
噂レベルだけどね。 職艇の協力で建てられた町が
Okay, are we gonna go to
手がかりがあってもおかしくない。
Huanglong now? Are we leaving Lahai-Roi? But next patch is technically still Lahai-Roi because Sigrika. I thought we're gonna go to New Federation. I don't know. There's so many questions. There's so many locations we're gonna see.
そしてもしフラクトシデスの行動を阻止しようとするなら
Ah, okay. Maybe next.
いずれネオユニオンに足を踏み込むことになるだろ
I guess New Federation will be in 4.x. Maybe.
う。だけど今はまだ早い。
See?
あそこは複
Okay,
雑すぎる。
sure. Next time.
共鳴者に対する見方も定まっていない。ブラックショアという後ろ盾があるからといって迂闊に入って
What do
し
you
まう
mean
と
they handle
君にも
Resonator
動きづらいだろう
differently?
ね。
Linai come from New Federation. We should talk with Linai, I guess. The whole team with mercenary and stuff. Is New Federation kind of like, you know, Night City from Cyberpunk?
状況に応じて行動しよう。ニボラ以外で組織長の痕跡は見つかったか？
Okay. Our character didn't ask if Nikora is an actual people or not. So I guess Nikora always been Grand Architect. But then why they give a model with Tasset Mark? Which I assume gonna be playable, but I guess not. I don't know now.
ああ、一つだけね。もっとも推測の域を出ないけど、
Ooh, another Grand Architect
エイメス
coverage.
君が失踪した件についてだけど、彼女は十数年前の名式の異変を阻止するためにオーバークロックして死んだんだってね。
Yeah, the thing is that incident 10 years ago, no one. This is what I said before. It's not in the news. There's no news mentioning Ternodian happening a crisis 10 years ago. So maybe there's something else there.
あの事件以来、ある事象を学園は確認したんだ。ビアートルウーズの奥にある封印
Okay, so it is an
にひび
actual
割れが生じて
incident,
いた
I
ら
guess.
しい。ただし、それは人為的なものなんだとか。
But PR word, shouldn't the shepherd know about this?
つまり
組織長が封印を破壊したせいでエイメス君は死んでしまった可能性がある。
I don't think so. No, it's not what I mean. What I mean is the whole thing with Amiat is a loop, right? So whatever Grand Architect doing, I don't think it would change anything. Amiat will always be and die at that moment. Because if not, then how can the Exos Rider in the past? Basically, it's something that already happened. Is what I'm saying. You know, you deal with time travel. That's how you end up with causality, the looping, cause and effect. My point is, Amiat fate up to this point always been like that. Is what I'm saying. The future show we don't know because currently Amiat is inside the black hole or something. So I don't think so, Rover. Because it's already happened 1,000 years ago. That's the thing.
宇宙ステーションの事後処理はルシラーに任せておいたよ。私たちは先に行こ
どこへ？
PR word.
う。ちょっとした気晴らしさ。
Oh,
君は一人でいろいろと抱えすぎている。
what about Sigrika? Is Sigrika well confused now that Nifora was a spy all along? Well, that's probably what they're gonna talk. That
何を考えているの
your
かい？
friend is a spy, Sigrika.
いろいろと。
But yeah, the whole thing with
私でよければ聞
Grand
く。
Architect in BR World,
わかった。
I don't think that's matter. As in, the whole thing already happened. The loop already exists. Exos Rider already making the light in Lahai-Roi and
時々
sealing
思うんだ。
Ternodian in the first place.
今までやってきたこ
So,
とは正しかったのかと。
what, the one where you forget your memory?
まだわからない。
Yes!
なぜ過去の
Thank you.
ものに
That's
記
why
憶
I've
を
been
消してしまったの
asking
か。
Rover
記憶がなくなったせい
why
で
you erase
様々
your
な
own
主導権を
memory.
失い、
Is this
多く
something
の人を
bigger than?
置き去りにしてきた。
But why they need to? I mean, beside the plot, of course, so we become blank character. Even though it's they change, I think the developer changed their mind. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about, right?
あなたやエイメス、ブラックショーのみんな、そしてこの先で出会うかもしれない記憶にない仲間たち、
Prolopa.
周りの人たちを救済の計画に巻き込んでおきながら、自分だけ抜けてしまった。
This reason, so I want this reveal about the reason should be magnum opus because this is something that I hopefully when they reveal the reason, it's something that mind blowing. Hopefully.
エイメスを救えなかったら、彼女は墓のない死者として永遠に漂い続けてしまう。
たとえ記憶が残っていても、君と私たちの運命は異なっている。自分が長い時を生きられることを知っているだろう。何も起こらなかったとしても、私たちは先にこの世を去る。
Yeah, we could be seeing people from 1,000 years ago befriend them and then they die over and over and over for our lifetime since the beginning of our arrival in Solaris.
死とは何か、
The thing is,
別れとは何
it's
か、
not that.
誰もが向き合わなければならない問題だ。
What I want to know is
君が答え
our
を出すに
life
は、人よ
in
りも
our home
長い
world.
時間がかかるだろう。
That's probably the biggest thing. We live somewhere else before in different planet. And that's probably that memory there or memory inside our home world is the most important one because that will reveal our reason and our society in whatever this home world is. And who we are. Are we a soldier? Are we a scapegoat? Are we a researcher? Are we some vanguard who come, expedition thing to lead? What our civilization goal is in Solaris? Are we leeching power? Are we helping making civilization only to be ripped by our homeworld society? I don't know. There's so many questions about that. Maybe that's the reason why we erase our own memory, so we forgot about our homeworld. That's the real goal, I guess. But not only that, we also erase our own everything up until the erasing part.
今の君は昔と何ら違いない。不屈の精神の持ち主で希望をもたらす。でなければ、何年も離れていたのにわざわざそばには来なかった。もちろん、救世主だからという理由だけではない。君が君らしくいるからさ。
I still don't think we suffer your stuff from our perspective. I still want to know our real goal to Solaris. In the first place, we come to Solaris with Sentinel and Exos Rider in the first place.
それに、私たちは君のためだけに動いているわけでもないからね。ソラリスのためにみんなで一緒に理想を守りたいんだ。これは自分自身で選んだ道だよ。後ろめたく思う必要はない。人は失うことを受け入れてこそ未来へ歩んでいける。昔君から教わった言葉だ。
The image change. The color.
結局
The color. Oh my god, the past, okay?
父を殺した犯人は見つけられなかった。ライも 家族も
Yeah, this is my question.
守れなかった。
Your father murderer, which mean your father was alive. So that's the thing. Nifara is Nifara like a thing? That's my question. Is Nifara still alive, or she was died sometime in the past and then an architect pretending to be her since then? But since when?
だが彼もあなたも生きてる。希望は消えてない。
Wait a minute.
それに
Rain
全力を尽くしたんだろう。
is alive? I thought Rain is died. You know the brother sibling story, usually the sibling is dying. Okay. So for 20 years
いつになったら
you don't see your
目
brother.
を覚ますんだろうか。
It's funny, in the past you still wearing the same outfit as you are today.
約束をしよう、リュウク。
Haha, you forgot about the promise. As always. Let's see what the
次の
promise.
冬が来たら必ずまた会おう。あなたが目を覚ます頃に
Next
俺は帰
winter,
ってくる。
20 years in the future.
今日と同じように。
What I find it funny is that
そんな顔をしないでくれ。雨で
look
も食べるかい？
exactly the same for 20 years. Which is funny
ずっと持ち歩いてる
to
が、
me
その飴、
because look is
効果
human,
はあ
right?
るのか？
There's some game explaining the whole thing when you're seeing that this character is not human. They're long live or something like or something. But Luke is human. So how is he? I mean, just like again, not just Luke, by the way. Luke, Morne, and Lucilla. So far, these three characters are who exactly the same when we meet them back then when we 20 years ago or so, which is funny. Okay, what is this soundtrack, by the way? Is this English?
何に？
気分が良くなるって前に言っていただろう。
実はあまり効き目はないんだ。ただ持ち歩く癖が抜け
I
な
mean,
くて
yes, it is his habit.
子供の時に飴を舐めていたのは解決できないことが多くて、甘いものでも口にして楽しい気分でいたかったからさ。ノビアル再生医療グループを継いでからも
Oh, you did and he read.
難しい問題があって、その
You
度に
rich.
私は飴を舐めながら
So for 20 years, you've been leaving the company in someone else's care.
最後にグループを
Oh, no, you left the
一人で
company.
フラクト施
Okay.
設を追い始めた時
Oh,
も
oh,
飴を舐
foreshadowing.
めていたね。
That's okay.
けど
The thing the character we saw in the background is the normal Fraxidus. We only saw
私は何もできなか
Cristoforo,
った。
Frolova, and Scar. Okay, so you left the company. Zanen desu.
だからどれだけ強かったとしても全てを完璧にはこなせないと思ってるよ。人生にはどこかで妥協が生まれるものさ。それでも飴は手元に置いておこうと思ってるよ。何かを失う無力感を味わう日がある一方、新たな出会いもあることを忘れないように。悲しみや憤りにとらわれてしまったら 結果や成功にだけ固執してせっかくの喜びを忘れてしまうだろう。つまり私が飴を舐める理由は自分を持ち続けるためさ。
Okay.
その飴一つもらえるか？
It's sour candy, not sweet.
どんな味がするかい？
酸っぱい。
リュク、エイメスを救える確率は低いと思うか？
It's fine. We will save our little sister. Clover. That's the
そうだ
goal.
ね。奇跡でも起きない限り厳しいだろう。でも君ならできる。
Yeah, because we are the protagonist. Psych. I will defeat Eternalian and the Exoswarm Amiat will become the body of the ghost digital Amiat and boom! She's back. And so unlike the other, what is this?
飴
Okay, just the
ありが
scene.
と
That's the scene where we found out
ど
about
ういたし
the
まして。
father thing. So yeah, this is the end. Then I feel like this is the end. It is. Okay, this is 30 minutes. So maybe if I split it perfectly, it could be 3 hour, exactly 3 hour story. So yeah, what I'm saying is, unlike any other character, Amiat technically living with us, which means if at the end of Lahai-Roi's main story, there is a chance that we will travel together with Amiat, or maybe Amiat will become Bloom bearer, and then she probably gonna live with Blackshore or something instead of, you know. So we still gonna be solo. I mean, not solo technically. Abi always been here, even though he non-existent so far. Hello, Luke. Can we talk to you? What are you? What is that? Something sleeping. A snow wolf. You here, but I cannot talk to you. Interesting. What are you looking at? Yeah, I don't know what is that thing. Ah, that remind me about the sky thing. But I think I will do that when I do the live stream video, which is the next video after this, since this is the last story for. Oh, there's a quest over there somewhere. World quest. From the minimap, I can see the question mark. Maybe below, I think. But anyway, yeah, the whole thing about version 3.1, including the thing I remember now. I'll talk about the whole thing about Sky. That's the thing that I said. Yeah, about that as well. That line over there, and maybe over here as well, and many more. I will not talk about that when I'm talking about the event and what my final thought about 3.1. Hint or a bit of hint is to me is better than 3.0, of course, but yeah, the detail will be during the live stream video. So I guess that's it. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. So yeah, until next time, bye.